This new girl at work thought I was a pushover, so she started mooching off me every single day. Lunch, afternoon snacks, she'd freeload on all of it. I ended up covering her for 2 whole years. My coworkers all laughed at me, called me a sucker. But what they didn't know was, there's light inside genuine kindness. What do you want? Whatever you're getting, I'll have the same. Her name was Lin Yuyu. It was her very first day. I looked into those clear, honest eyes of hers, and every word of no I had just melted away. When the food arrived, she went all in, eating like it was the best meal of her life, sauce on the corner of her mouth and everything, then let out the most satisfied burp. Thanks so much, Moge! I quietly tossed both takeout boxes in the trash. Later that afternoon, on my way to the break room, I heard a burst of laughter leaking through the door. Ha! You see that? Chen Mo's playing Saint again. Got himself a stage 5 clinger on day 1. That girl's sharp, though. She clocked right away that Chen Mo was a total pushover. Pushover? More like a walking ATM. Once is all it takes. Next thing you know, it's 10,000 times. I stood there frozen, cup in hand. The steam from the hot water blurred my vision as Jiang Wei and a few others strolled out, laughing it up. Chen Mo, don't sweat it. She's young, just starting out, probably tight on cash. Helping her out is the right thing to do. He sounded all noble about it, but his eyes were dripping with contempt. I didn't say a word, just turned around and went back to my desk. 3:30 p.m., afternoon snack time. Moge! This boba place looks so good, oh my gosh! I let out a quiet sigh on the inside, opened the app without a word, and ordered 2. 1 week straight, Lin Yuyu had officially become my food shadow. The nickname Sucker spread through the office like a virus. I'd be lying if I said I didn't care. All those whispers and side eyes felt like ants crawling all over my chest. But every time I watched Lin Yuyu eat, that pure look of contentment on her face, it took me straight back to the days when I was just a kid, living under someone else's roof. Feeding her felt like making it up to the hungry little version of me. At the department review meeting, I laid out a brand new solution for a problem client we'd been stuck on forever. That plan cost me several all-nighters and a deep dive into a mountain of research. What do you think? Chen Mo's just too by the book. The ideas aren't bold enough. In the workplace, playing it safe doesn't get you anywhere. Director Joe, I think Chen Mo's plan lays a solid foundation, but we can push further, narrow down the user personas, bridge online and offline, build a full marketing funnel. Now that's what I'm talking about, Xiaozhang. That energy is exactly what we need. Let's run with your direction. He didn't even have slides, just talked his way through it, and took the entire core of my plan without changing a single thing. Just swapped in some flashier words, threw in a few trendy buzzwords, and suddenly it was his idea. Walking home after work, I was in the worst headspace I'd ever been in. Moge, where'd you go? I've been waiting here for you. Work's over, I already left. Come on, don't do that. Let's do hot pot tonight. I know this brand new spot with crazy good reviews. I really want to go. I genuinely wanted to say no, but I just couldn't bring myself to let down that kind of excitement. Send me the address. Let's go, let's go. I knew you'd say yes. See? Got played again. Dude has zero backbone, being used as a free meal ticket and still showing up with a smile. Bro's gonna end up with nothing. And just like that, this is how the year started. Project Starlight was the biggest project our company had all year, tied directly to our 3-year strategy and market positioning. Whoever locked it down was getting promoted and a raise. Moge, you're seriously incredible. All these numbers are making my head spin. Moge, keep grinding. When this project wins, you have to take me out for a seafood buffet. For a solid 2 weeks, the office was basically my home. In those late nights grinding alone, Lin Yuyu's company was the one thing keeping me sane. Version 14.0, final. Almost 100 slides, and it was finally done. Time to back this up immediately. Chen Mo! Chen Mo! Bro, I need you right now. My computer just crashed. All my presentation files are on there. I just need a flash drive to back it up. Looking at his panicked face, the words, "Sorry, can't help," just wouldn't come out. Here, take it. Bro, you're an absolute lifesaver. I owe you a meal, for real. I took back the flash drive, didn't think twice about it, and dragged my exhausted self home. The next day, the company's highest level strategy meeting. CEO, CFO, and every single department director was in that room. I sat in the audience, palms starting to sweat, running through my presentation over and over in my head. Then the giant screen behind Jiang Wei lit up, and when that first slide appeared, something went off in my brain. The title, the logo, the fonts, identical to my final version. That was supposed to be mine. He just swapped in a nicer template and passed off my entire work as his own. Director Zhou, the core of this proposal was built by me. Chen Mo, how can you say that? We stayed late and brainstormed together. I just pulled everyone's ideas into one place. You can't take all the credit like this. Exactly. Jiang Wei said it was a group effort. Chen Mo's usually such a chill guy. Now you're out here grabbing credit? That's a bad look, man. Project wins. Everyone gets credit. But I had zero proof. Every time I'd been nice, every time I'd helped without thinking, it had just become my most deadly weakness. Chen Mo, watch your tone. This is a team environment. I trust Jiang Wei's character, and I trust he wouldn't steal a colleague's work. I slowly sat back down, feeling like every ounce of energy had been drained out of me. Right then, a warm hand quietly set a hot cup of milk tea down next to mine. I turned to look. It was Lin Yu. No pity in her eyes, no judgment either. Just a calm, steady gaze, like a small, warm flower blooming in the middle of a frozen wasteland. Phase 1 of Project Starlight was a massive success. The company threw a celebration dinner at a 5-star hotel. On the night of the party, I sat alone in a completely empty office. Mogi, they're so out of line. This was your win. Forget them. We'll go eat somewhere nice. My treat. I'm not hungry. Be right there. Moge, if you need anything at all, just call me. Hello? Chenmo? Bro, I gotta say, you are seriously our department's lucky charm. An absolute MVP. Sure, you can't pull your weight on projects, but picking up the tab, you're #1. Our little Yuyu's been eating so well thanks to you. Honestly, that's your contribution to the project. You're a real one. A guy like you is made to treat a girl like Yuyu to dinner. That's your blessing right there. Show some gratitude. He doesn't actually think he has a shot with Yuyu, does he? That's some serious reach. Listening to every snide, cutting word, I felt the last thread of reason in my head snap clean in half. Ha 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 ha! Who are you calling stupid? Oh what, hit a nerve and now you're losing it? You are stupid. You're a sucker. You think buying a few meals is gonna make Yuyu fall for you? Take a hard look at yourself. The project succeeded, everyone's celebrating, and you come in here throwing a fit? Where's your team spirit? Starting tomorrow, don't bother coming in. You're suspended until you get your head straight. When you figure things out, then you can come back. I lost.